start losing his mind. Now, having bitachon is something that you can apply in all types of ways. You can apply it in material ways, you can apply it in spiritual ways. Not having bitachon, obviously, is the same, spiritual or material. In the Sefer Echad Sha'alti by Rav Zilberstein, there's wonderful sheilot and tshuvot there and stories there. And one of the stories I just read is Mamash puts the nail on the head. B'siyat Dishmaya, I just read it over the Shabbat. It just puts the nail on the head of how valuable having bitachon is, how valuable it is to listen to Chachamim and not to people that are naysayers that don't have bitachon themselves. How valuable it is to understand that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is the one that runs the world. And this is what Rav Zilberstein says. In a sefer called Echad Sha'alti, which was also translated to English, and there's wonderful questions in there, Sheilot v'Tshuvot, but also stories in there. And if this story of bitachon doesn't wake up your neshama, you should check your pulse. Simply put, because it shows a person not only that it's Hashem that runs the world and no one else, but also that no matter how righteous or wicked you are, you're going to have naysayers in the way trying to slow you down because of their own lackings of bitachon. And furthermore, that if you have emunat chachamim, you have emunah in the Torah and its sages, you simply can't go wrong. And Hashem will show you blessings in unusual ways that you can never think of. Now, there was a person, simple person, that wanted to make Aliya from Morocco to Eretz Yisrael years ago. And he had a so-called friend that told him, listen, what are you going to make Aliya to Eretz Yisrael? You know the people over there are sophisticated. You know over there that they're very learned people. You don't even know how to read and write. How are you going to get a job? And the guy said, listen, but it's a mitzvah to go to Eretz Yisrael. It's a mitzvah to live there. And, Hashem will provide. He goes, what Hashem provide? You barely have a job over here in Morocco. Over here, we're okay. You go to a faraway land, I don't know, you're putting your life and your family in danger. So the poor guy, thought his friend means well for him, but at the same token, he heard the rabbi said that anyone that can make Aliyah should. So he goes to the rabbi. He goes to Rav Meir Abu Chatzira, one of the Gedolei Ador. And he says to him, for the Rav, I want to go to Eretz Yisrael, but I don't know how to read and write. So how can I make a living in Eretz Yisrael if I don't know how to read and write? Rav Abu Chatzira says to him this. He says, Bnei Yakar, my dear son, HaKadosh Baruch Hu feeds the animals and they don't know how to read and write. You think He's not going to feed you? You go to Eretz Yisrael, you go live over there, and Dafka Hashem is going to feed you because you don't know how to read and write. Specifically because of that. The guy was a simple person, Baruch Hashem, had simple emunah chachamim. It's better to be tamim with Hashem than to be one of these people that wants explanation for everything. Tamim with Hashem means complete. Noach, ish tzaddik tamim bedorotav. Noach was special not only because he was a tzaddik, but he was tamim. Tamim means whatever Hashem said, he did. No questions asked. You're never going to see a question in Parashat Noach, oh, but Hashem, why? There's no why. Hashem, you said to do it, I'm going to do it. So this poor Moroccan decides, okay, the Rav says, go make Aliyah, everything's going to be okay. He makes Aliyah, he goes to Eretz Yisrael. He gets to Eretz Yisrael, needs to make Parnasah. So he goes to the employment office, and he waits online, the poor guy, waits online. Eventually they call him, and he says, he talks to her in a language that barely is understandable, but he talks. He says, I need to get a job. I need to do this. Okay, fine. Oh, and I don't know how to read. She looks at it. Oh, okay. The second it came out of his mouth, he was upset. He goes, why did I have to tell her I don't know how to read? Maybe I could have gotten a job because I need it. Why did I do that? Why did I have to mention I don't know how to read? So the guy says, okay, thank you. He gives her the phone number. She writes the phone number because he doesn't know how to write either, and he leaves. The whole way home, he's upset at himself for blurting out these extra few words that he doesn't know how to read. The next day, he gets a call. Hello? Yes. Hi, Mr. Bitachon. Yeah. Okay, listen, you got to show up to the office over here. We have an opportunity for you. Where? Gives him the address. Okay. He goes to the place. Big building. Goes inside. He sees there's some other people there. Not many. And he says, okay, somebody will be with you soon. He starts waiting over there. And little by little, the room empties out. People go to their appointments. People go to their place. And he's left alone in the place. Him, some magazines, and some chairs. He's sitting over there. A half hour. 40 minutes. An hour. Hour and a half. 2 hours. 2.5 hours. After 2.5 hours, he's so bored, he picks up one of the magazines. A few minutes later, he puts it down. He waits. 3 hours he's in the office. He's about to get up. Somebody comes out of the office. Oh, Mr. Bitachon, come. Okay, he comes into the office, about to leave. 3 hours waiting. What kind of appointment is this? You should have told me 3 hours today. Now, it was a different day already. 3 hours. Comes in. Yes. Okay, Mr. Bitachon, you got the job. What got you? You didn't even interview. Oh, no, you got the job. What do I need to do? You need to take the papers that we give you and put them through this shredding machine. That's it. And we're going to pay you this salary. More money than any of his friends are making. Back in Morocco or in Israel. This guy is like, Baruch Hashem ishtabach shimo. I got the job. He's happy you can be. Here you go. You have to take some pictures. Here's the tag. Oh, wow. Who's this for? The weapons department of the Defense Force of Israel. That's the job. What happened here? While he was waiting, he didn't realize in the beginning, that he was being tested. Not just by Kadosh Baruch Hu. He was being tested by the employment office. He was being tested by the government. They wanted to see if he can read or not. If he really can't read or he just said it. Why? Because they want him to take all of the secret files, all of the files that no one's allowed to see other than specific people, and to shred them. Now, if he can read, he can be privy to all the secrets of the government. That's a problem. So they had to make sure he can't read. So they left him in the room for 3 hours just to see if he's going to pick up one of the magazines and read it. So how do they know for sure he can't read? Because they saw that finally after 2.5 hours when he picked up the magazine, he was looking at it backwards. They said, you got the job. You got the job. He worked there for years, made a decent living, did okay. Eventually he said, okay, it's time for me to retire. I've been here for 25 years, go on a pension. A few months after his pension, the Defense Force calls him back and says, Mr. Bitachon, we need you back. No, I'm on retirement. Listen, we'll pay you retirement and an additional salary, just come back. Wow, you can't find nobody else? He says, we can't find anybody else that doesn't know how to read. Just like the Rab says, just like Rabbi Buchatzira says, not only HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to feed you, because he feeds the animals, they don't know how to eat, he feeds them. Not only is HaKadosh Baruch Hu going to feed you, but because you have bitachon in him, to go all the way to Eretz Yisrael, he's going to feed you dafka, because you don't know how to read. He's going to feed you because of that. That's how he's going to feed you. He's going to use the tool that you thought is a lackings, he's going to use it as a blessing. This, Rabotai, is a true story that happens every day in life. Every single day. But what happens is that sometimes, instead of listening to Chachamim, we listen to naysayers. We listen to people that don't have bitachon. We listen to all types of people that they themselves have a problem, and they pretty much share their problem with you because they don't like that you have bitachon. And this unfortunately happens